Gentlemen, today I want to talk about the blueprint. I'm going to give you 8 laws that every man must master in order to succeed. Success has no favorites. Success has requirements, and you can predict your own success the same way I can predict that this YouTube channel is going to be successful. Many of us, because of ignorance about how life works, come up with all sorts of excuses, from saying you have generational curses, saying someone has bewitched you or your family, saying someone has sabotaged you, and so on. But in order for you to succeed, all you need in life are requirements, whatever the endeavor is. So, gentlemen, the streets are loud, and yet most men move in silence, numb. Many men are directionless, and they watch life pass them by through the blue haze of their screens, their mobile phones. Okay? The modern man has lost the script, and he is medicated by distraction. The modern man is sedated by comfort and is enslaved by convenience. So, the skills I'm going to give you are the skills that every man needs to master to escape mediocrity and to reclaim control over his life. This is important because the stakes are higher than ever, gentlemen. So, what I'm going to give you, this is not a list, it is a blueprint, it is a call to arms. So, the first thing that you need to succeed as a man is to have the skill of planning and vision setting. If you don't know where you're going, don't be surprised when you end up nowhere. So we have a adage that goes, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Yet most of us, most men operate without a vision. We don't have 5-year goals. We don't have a life blueprint. We have no compass. We just drift, and in our drift, we self-medicate with alcohol, with gambling, and with consumerism to fill the void. A man without a vision is a man that is waiting to die. According to Harvard Business Study, only 3% of graduates had written goals. 3% of graduates had written goals. And yet, they earned 10 times as much as the other 97% combined. This is published by Zig Ziglar in the book Born to Win, Find Your Success Code. So, gentlemen, vision is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Vision is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And we normally say that the vision setting is part of your subconscious. And that's why you need to set. We normally say if you're not dreaming hard enough, or if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming hard enough. The second thing you need is discipline. Discipline is the spine of masculinity. You need to manage your own weight. You need to manage your time. You need to manage your money. And you need to manage your impulses and attention. You need to lift or exercise consistently. You must embrace cold showers. You must fast regularly, and you must also meditate. Take time to reflect. Train yourself to delay gratification. In Atomic Habits, James Clear tells us that you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So you need to control your inputs: food, the media, your emotions, sex. You need to cultivate deep discipline. Guard your focus. I talked earlier about your mind and your attention. You need to guard them, have boundaries. Remove all sorts of distractions and be ruthless with your attention. Pay attention only to what has an ROI, a return on investment. Your attention and your time matters. Develop morning routines. Morning routines matter a lot. What's the first thing you do in the morning? And remember, you talked about mental point of origin. Okay? Take some time in the morning before you get out of bed, reflect, think about what you're going to do. Wake up early. The reason you need to wake up early is so that you take control of your day. When you start by being in control of your day, you become more intentional, you reduce the stress levels of yourself, and you can also be able to achieve more in the morning. Okay? Politics, pop culture are mental junk food. So you need to ensure that if you spend any time on them, it's very limited. Social media is dopamine, okay? And it's a dopamine trap that is engineered to farm your time and sell it to advertisers. You have to understand that. And I think even when you watch this video, you'll see some advertisement that is happening. So only watch videos that are adding quality to your life, okay? Don't just pass time scrolling from one video to the other. Escape hyperreality, okay? Own your own mind, or someone else is going to own it. The third thing is about making money. If you're broke, it is not bad luck, it is ignorance. You need to learn how money works. You need to study about investing, understand markets, understand arbitrage, understand supply and demand, understand how to start a business, how to market, understand asset classes. You need to understand stocks, bonds, okay, MMFs. You need to understand real estate. How does real estate work? You need to learn about sales, advertisement, understand business models, learn about how you can do vertical and horizontal integration. You need to read books like Unscripted by MJ DeMarco and build systems, business systems that generate cash even when you're asleep, even when you're not looking. Those are what we call passive income streams. So financial illiteracy is the soil in which poverty strives. Do not expect to become financially stable if you have financial illiteracy. And this is why 70% of lottery winners go broke within 5 years. This has been published in the National Endowment for Financial Education. People who win lotteries, regardless of the money that they win, they go broke in 5 years. Money leaves those who don't understand it. It's that simple. So you must understand money. People who are ignorant about money are the ones who say that the people who make money, they sacrifice their children, they have genes and so on. That's just ignorance. If you're still gambling, if you're still buying holy water, okay, or you're paying someone for prayers, or you're buying handkerchiefs, you're not just broke. You're vulnerable. You need to find a mentor and you need to get educated because your survival depends on it. The fifth pillar for success is physical competence. Your body is a first battlefield. If you can't control what goes into your mouth or how your body moves, you can't lead. Strength is not optional, it is foundational. So you need to start with 30 push ups, learn how to fight, pick a sport, any sport, learn how to lift heavy, learn how to sprint, run very hard, sweat, okay? Learn your body and master it. Your health is your responsibility. Being fat, or the issue of fat, is not just a cosmetic issue, it's a liability. Jordan Peterson argues in 12 Rules for Life that strength is a moral obligation. Strength is a moral obligation. It's that serious. So track your vitals. What's your resting heart rate? What is your VO2 max? What is your systolic and diastolic pressure? What is your BMI? You need to know all these things. Go for regular checkups. Build a body that reflects a mind that is forged in discipline. Your body should reflect your mind, and it does. Okay? If you are fat, you have an undisciplined mind. You're not able to control your diet. You're not able to follow an exercise routine. Okay? The fifth one is situational awareness. A man must be a walking radar. Okay? You need to be able to read people. You need to be able to read the room, read energy. You need to be able to sense danger. Know when you're being manipulated, finessed, or dismissed. Okay? You have to know what time it is. Situational awareness is not paranoia. It is actually self-preservation. You must know when to press. You must know when to retreat. You must know when to negotiate and when to walk away. Spot the scammers, weak deals, poor deals, disloyal partners, and even hidden traps. Listen to your instincts. They are the evolutionary edge that your ancestors bled for. If you have a gut feeling about something, don't ignore it. We're very sure that even Samson, when Delilah was asking him about cutting his hair, he had a gut feeling, but he ignored it. Okay? So those are the evolutionary edge that your ancestors bled for, and they passed it on to you. Those are your guts, those are your instincts. A man who cannot read his environment is a man headed for pain. Okay? Lawsuits, betrayals, cuckoldry, bankruptcy. So sharpen your intuition, gentlemen, and move like a chess master. Most men who are blindsided by their wives when they're being divorced or when they're cheating you with your best friend, they're men who lack situational awareness. They're men who ignore their instincts. So situational awareness is very important. The sixth thing is you need to understand women. You must understand female nature. Every man begins life as a plugged in beta male. Okay? So you must unplug. You need to learn female nature. Not from fairy tales, but from behavior. We normally say you need to watch what women do, not what they say. A woman will tell you that she wants a nice guy, but if you watch her, she goes after the bad guys, okay? Or the bad boys. Understand hypergamy. You need to understand Brifolds law, okay? You need to understand sexual marketplace value. We need to understand socio-sexual hierarchies. How do women respond to betas? How do they respond to alphas? You need to understand female nature, things like preselection. You need to understand war bride dynamic. Those are things you need to understand so that you can know a woman, not just love her. So read all those books, Unplugged Alpha, Rational Male, 50 Memos to Men, and so on and so forth. Those textbooks, they're not just red pills. They are unfiltered, they're bitter, and they are necessary pills. You need to swallow them. Never, ever lead with need. You need to prioritize purpose, not women. You must master yourself first, and then women will align. You chase women, and you will become the man that she never respects. Masculinity is not about control. It is about centeredness. You need to be centered in your purpose and in your mental point of origin. So always place your purpose first, women later. You chase women and you lose respect. You chase mission and women will align. The seventh thing is you need to read relentlessly. This one, there is no way I can overemphasize it. Books are weapons. Each one is a tool that is sharpened over time by men who walked before you. So read everything that makes you dangerous. Read everything that makes you wise, and read everything that makes you sovereign. So from Atomic Habits to Rational Men to Unscripted, Unplugged, read all the Unplugged books. Stay sharp. Every page is ammunition. Feed your arsenal. The fifth thing is you should never ever accept mediocrity. Chase excellence into perpetuity until you die. Always strive for excellence, not for comfort. Because the world does not reward good men. The world rewards useful men, men who build, men who protect, men who solve problems, and men who produce results. So this is the age of soft men, gentlemen, and these soft men are facing hard consequences. But you don't have to go down with the hard. You can rise. So forge your mission, master your body, dominate your time, fortify your finances, read the terrain, understand women, arm yourself with books. Nobody is coming to save you. So save yourself. Now I'm going to ask you, will you stay sedated, scrolling through life and making excuses? Or will you rise, sharpen your edge, and take back your sovereignty? What's your blueprint? What's your mission? What's your next move? Gentlemen, if you found value in this video, do me a solid. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with another man who needs to hear it. Here is why it matters. When you like and subscribe, YouTube pushes this content to more men out there who are struggling silently. So your simple click could be the reason another man wakes up to his reality. You could actually save a life by doing so. And for you who has already watched, subscribing makes sure you never miss these lessons. Every week, I'll be dropping strategies, red pill truths, and survival frameworks that will help you to stay sharp, stay sovereign, and ahead of the curve. So subscribe, like, share, because when one man wins, we all rise.